What's up to my squad? It's your girl Jewell Simmer here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing episode number 5, and it's entitled Wedding Shopping with Alana in Iceland. So we're going to wedding shopping with Alana in Iceland, okay? I don't know what the video title is going to be, but that's what we're going to be doing today. If you guys catch episode number 4, you would have seen some shocking news, as well as we did some errands for the flower shop. And she even bought a tree house, pretty cool, for the flower shop to just like give her customers the experience. But also too, we found out some shocking news about a Benjamin. Okay, so if you guys haven't checked that video out, go back and check that video out before you watch this video, because it is in time. Okay. Also too, I am recording these back to back, so that's a great plus, which means that you guys are going to get the episodes one after the next, and hopefully we can maintain that. As I said before, I work a full-time job, so I ain't got no time to recreate as much as I would like to. Anyways, so as you can see, Benjamin here is going to be taking a ride to Bath as usual, and then we have Solange downstairs who is having some breakfast. And today we have some confrontation and a lot of drama and bacchanal packed into this episode, so you do not want to skip or miss any of it. So hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so that you always get notified when I drop a new episode in this series, or when I drop a new video in any series. Okay, alright. So the last episode was pretty long, so I kind of want to just like shorten up this episode by doing a lot of speed ups and just like cutting a lot of the parts, because there are just unnecessary things that are being filmed in this video. So basically, we're gonna get Solange to change her clothes into her wear that she's gonna be going to do wedding shopping in. We're gonna get Benjamin to take this baby, bathe that child, and pretty cool. That's it. He's gonna change his clothes as well too. So he does have to do evening shift today at the hospital, so he's not going to work right away, but he is going to work later on. But he does have something to go and do before he goes to work. If you guys can guess what that is, that'd be great. Drop it in the comment section, okay? So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get Benjamin to come downstairs now, and we're gonna be calling someone, and that someone is Severine. Now, in the 2 episodes, in episode 3, I think it is, you guys would have met Severine, and she is the long-lost ex-girlfriend. If you guys didn't know, go check out that episode. Okay, she came over and she had dinner for the housewarming party, and it was drama. Okay, it was just a lot of drama that was taking place. So they weren't talking for a while. It was just craziness going on in this household. But we're gonna get him to call Severine, and I'm gonna get Alana. Oh my god, not Alana. I'm gonna get Solange here to just feed baby Araya before she takes her out. So we're gonna get that. Also too, we're actually not carrying baby Araya to wedding shopping because we can't have a baby in the wedding dress shop. Okay, that makes absolutely no sense. So baby Araya is gonna be going over to Uncle Bentley's house, and it's a long time I haven't talked about Bentley. So they're gonna be going across there. She's gonna drop her off there and leave her there until they are finished with their wedding shopping. Wow, Benji was having a very long conversation with Severine, and he was just like simply telling her, hey, we need to talk, okay? Like, we have to like talk. Like, I need to talk to you right now. I am coming over. That's exactly what he said, and that was that. Ooh, we just beat Araya, and then she just decided to poop in her pants. But that's okay, we can change it up her. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. He is still having a conversation with Severine. Can you believe it? They are disputing whether or not he should come over. He's like, I'm coming over right now, and he hangs up the phone, and we all know that's where he's going. Straight by Severine. He doesn't even tell Solange that he's going or anything. He's just going. Okay, when she comes downstairs, she's gonna be like, well, where is Benji? Okay, she's gonna be like, wow, where is he going? Because he doesn't even have work today. Anyways, so here we are at Bentley's house, and we're just lighting up the fireside here. It's been a long time since I've come here and showed you guys this house. As you can see, Isaiah is just running about in the park. And we have Iceland here, who's all dressed and ready for this wedding shopping. Now, if you guys know Iceland, if you guys have been following this series, you guys would know that Iceland loves to shop. Like, she loves to spend the dough. Okay? She spends that dough. And she spends it a lot. So she loves to dress herself and look really hot. And then also too, she just loves shopping. She just loves it. So she's all dressed and ready for this day of shopping. As you can see, she's totally bored. She's like, where are these people? Like, we need to get going. It is after 9 and we don't want no traffic or anything. She's like, ugh. Why does Solange take so damn long? Okay, Solange is here. And she brought baby Rai Rai. Baby Rai Rai is also here as well too. So she rested on the floor as always, because Rai Rai really and truly like runs about the place. Like, it's a crazy thing. And we've got so they have a little conversation because they're also waiting on Alana. So Solange doesn't want to go wedding shopping without Alana. Iceland doesn't really agree that Alana should come because she's like, she doesn't really know Alana, and you know, she's a little jealous, although she refuses to acknowledge it. But she is a little jealous of Alana, that Solange and Alana spend so much time together, that they both have like similar interests because they have kids. Even though she has kids, she has no interest in her son. But Solange and Alana are like, you know, they have like a lot of interest, and so everyone does like these play dates. They come over, they chill, they spend nights together. And she's also like a little bummy because she's like, you have never invited me over to your house to spend a night, and that hurts. That's what Alana, Iceland is saying. It hurts. So that and all that. So she doesn't really want Alana over there, but who cares, right? Alana is stepping. She is stepping, looking hot as ever, and she brought Andre and Brandon with her because guess what? Bentley is gonna be doing daycare for the entire day, or the entire period that they're gonna be doing wedding shopping and stuff, and he doesn't mind. He loves kids, and he is like so happy that he gets to spend it with at least 4 of them. It's 4 of them. So I thought that the toddler interactions here was super cute because they can like play pat a cake and stuff. I thought that was really cute. And yeah, so there you have it. Bentley is with Rai Rai and the tots are just playing, and it was just pretty cool to just like watch them. It was just so sweet. Okay, so as the girls left, as you can see, they're just hurrying out the door, just drop the kids off. I'm like, oh, let's just hurry out this door as quickly as possible. We can see Bentley getting into full dad/uncle mode. He's just like, yes, I got all these kids. You know, we got 2 babies, and then we got 2 tots, and it's gonna be just epic. And we have literally one girl. She is the queen and the princess. She's everything in one. And then she's like surrounded by these 3 boys. And I have a feeling like these children are gonna grow up and like be best friends together. And like Araya will be either the person that they have to protect like all the time, or knowing the kind of person that Araya is and who she was born from, I'm feeling like Araya will be a person who stands out a lot, and she's like, you know, has her own say or whatever. But then she has these 3 guy friends to like rely on. This is gonna be so cool to see her go to school and to interact with other persons and just to grow up. Like, I'm super excited. I'm actually feeling excited to see what Araya looks like when she grows older, and then, you know, all the things that she does and all the memories that she creates with her family and all the drama that takes place, and just like to go back and watch the entire thing. Like, I am that person who would do that, because not because I like the sound of my own voice, but I just like the whole drama and everything. So it's good. I'm just like in my feels right now. Oh, I'm so excited to see. So Bentley is super enjoying what is going on here. He's just really into the whole father uncle role. And one of the things that we talked about a lot is that Bentley wants another child, and we know that Iceland is not giving that to him because she loves the way she looks, and she says that her body hasn't even gone back to the way it's supposed to be ever since her son Isaiah was born, and Isaiah is 5 going on 6. So she's like, for the last 5 years she has like sags here and there that she doesn't like, and she has to like use a girdle or something to like pull in and suck in the fat. So she's vain all that way, and she's like, I am not spending the last 6 years trying to put my body back together just to let it less loose again. Like, no, I'm not doing that. And so, as much as Bentley has begged and begged and begged, she is standing her ground, and she is not allowing him to cause her to waver. She's not having another child, and she's like, I'm not having another child, okay? So, Bentley is like, okay. So, he has these other 3 kids in the town that happens to just be some of his good friends, and so he's like, why not? I can't have another child of my own. I'm gonna take care of these others. And guys, Bentley is one of those people who, you know, you make something and then all of a sudden you're just like uber rich and you don't have to go to work. Yeah, that's our Bentley right there. He doesn't make anything though. He's like all into like real estate and stuff. He's a multi-passionate entrepreneur. That's what he is. Look, Araya is just going. It's speed. That is just speed. I'm like, Araya, where are you going? She looks so sweet in her blue today, don't you think? I just love it. I think too because my favorite color is blue, and that's why I like it so much. But oh my god, she's like the sweetest thing, the cutest thing out. And I love my Rai, and I'm just like, oh, when she grows up, it's gonna be so devastating. So we're gonna have Bentley just put her in the bouncer. As you can see, he's just making sure everyone is happy. And we've got our crib, we have our play mat, we have our bouncer, we have our blackboard or whatever. And so everyone is just a little happy with what is taking place. They're just bouncing their life away and enjoying putting blocks in their mouths, and it's just really sweet to see. And here I was waiting for, I think it was what, Brandon? I can't remember who I was waiting for. But I was waiting a pretty long while. I was actually waiting for Isaiah, as you can see. He's just bouncing in chill, like, you know. You were calling me? Yes, I was calling you boo-boo. I know this is your house and you know every nook and cranny, but come on, we need to take a picture. Kodak moment, please. Thank you. So, go wild, baby Araya. Let's do this. As you can see, Isaiah is always up and down the staircase, back and forth into his house. He is just having the time of his life. Okay, as a 5-year-old thought, he's just enjoying life, especially because his dad is always home with him, and so he can build that relationship with his father. And it's just the cutest thing ever. I really love it when sons can bond with their fathers and they can, you know, adapt their traits. So as you can see, he's having a fun. And I'm just really happy about that. So, what happened to Benjamin? Let's see. Here we are over at Severine's house, and basically it is about after 3 in the afternoon now. Okay? About after 3. So, we are at Severine's house. And remember when Benjamin was going to come over to Severine's house before he goes to work? Yeah. That didn't happen. He ended up getting called out to work, and he just took a detour and he went straight to work. And so now he is calling her to tell her that he's coming over right now instead, because he couldn't get to come over that morning. He had an emergency and he finally got off of work, and so he has to go to work for 6 in the afternoon. So he took a little break to come over and have a discussion with Severine. And so he is coming over. She was so happy that he wasn't coming over when he, like, in the morning. And she was just, like, so happy. She's like, okay, he's not coming. But then he called and he's like, I'm coming. And now he's here. And so they're gonna have a discussion because they need to talk, okay? They need to talk about what is going on. So we're gonna get Benjamin to come in here and have a discussion with Severine and just, you know, confront her. He is confronting her about the whole thing. I made a mistake and shook their hand. But yeah, so he's confronting her about what is going on. So he started the conversation pretty like, okay, you know, asking her how she's doing, you know, talk about the weather, small talk, yay. So yeah, talk about the weather, listen, and stuff like that. And then things just like went from there, and it kind of escalated into other things. So basically she's like, why are you over here? What do you need to talk about? And he's like, I have a daughter. Did you know that? And she's like frozen. Okay. She's like, what are you speaking about? She's like, of course you have a daughter. Her name is Araya, and she's yours. And I met her at the house. I know you have a daughter. Why are you telling me that you have a daughter? And he's just like, I am not talking about Araya. I'm talking about Elaine the Coultre. And she's just like, how do you know that Elaine is yours? Like, how do you even know Elaine exists? And so he's telling her that she came over to the hospital, and he's the one that was on duty at that time, and that the doctor who took care of her recognized that their DNA match because they did run some blood tests and things like that. And he's just like, he is angry. Okay, he is really angry. And so he's just telling her that he doesn't understand how it is that she can have a daughter and never told him anything. And so she just explained to him that she got pregnant when she was 14, when they were dating in high school, and she got pregnant. And at the same time, he ended up moving. His parents moved them from where they were living, and they moved, and she just decided not to tell him anything and raise the child on her own. And her mom helped her out with it. And so that happened, and she never thought that he wanted to be part of it or be even involved in the entire relationship and the entire pregnancy or whatever, because he left. And so he's like, this is ridiculous, this is crap, because I did not leave because I wanted to leave. I left because I had to leave. My parents were moving across the world. And she's just like, I don't want to hear about this, okay? Like, there's a reason why I didn't tell you that I have a child, that you have a child. And she's like, you're pretty happy right now, you know, like, you have Araya and you're engaged, you have Solange, like, you should be really happy. And he's like, but you came looking for me. You moved into this town. You even came to the housewarming party, like, you invited yourself. You asked and you got invited. You invited yourself. And you're trying to just, like, get in my life and ruin my life. And now I have an entire daughter that's 14 years of age, and she's going through drama as well too. And she's like, what drama is she going through? At that same time, Elaine just pops up and she's like, what are you doing here? And she honestly thinks that her father just told her mother what is going on with her in the hospital. If you guys missed that episode, go back and check it out. So she's like, what are you doing here? Like, you're not even supposed to be here. And she just came home from school, and she's telling him, you're not even supposed to be here. I hope you didn't tell my mom anything. And her mom is like, tell me what is going on, what it is that you are keeping from me. And she's like telling, it's a whole drama. She's like telling him, what is it you're keeping from me? And then asking Elaine, what is it you're keeping from me as well too? Why are you keeping secrets? And she's like, you just met this man. Like, you don't, he is your biological father, yes, but that's about it. Okay, he is nothing else to you at this point. You can't be keeping secrets from me. I'm the one that raised you. That's basically what is going on with this family right here. They are just like arguing. And so he's like, you have to tell your mom what's happening. And so she just comes and she just blitzes out. She's like, I am pregnant, okay? And her mother is like, what did you just say? And she's like, yeah, I capped out in school the other day. And she's like, you told me that you were fine and everything was okay. And she's like, whatever, mom. She's like, I am fine, okay? She's like, what are you gonna do with the baby? And who is the father? She's like, who is the father? What are you doing? Did I not raise you to be better than this? I got pregnant at 14. I found myself in this situation, and I didn't want you to go through that situation as well too. And now here you are, pregnant with some guy's baby. And she's like, it's not some guy. It's my boyfriend, and I love him. And her father just butts in, and he's like, this is unacceptable. He's like, you need to decide what you're going to do with this baby, because we need to get things in order. And her mom is like, hell no, you're keeping this child. I am not raising a grandchild when I still have 4 years to raise you. And it's quarrel and arguing, and they are just not having it. And she's just like, I want this child. And she's like, you're not keeping this child. Okay, and the father is just like out of it because he doesn't even know what to do anymore. He's like, in truth, he just wanted he had a child, and now he has a grandchild, a grandchild, and an ex, and yeah, this is a lot of drama that's going on. So they are literally arguing and quarreling about that. And then she's like, Mom, I am keeping this baby. Her mother is like, no, you are not keeping this baby, and this conversation is over. Okay, and just like that, I level up as well too, guys. And she's like, I'm done. And so she walks off, her father walks off. Severine is like, Benjamin, come back here right now. And so he's like, what do you want? You kept this from me, and now we have a pregnant teenage daughter that I didn't even know existed. And on top of that, you want me to say something, like have a say, like I haven't had a say for the last 14 years, and I'm not about to have a say right now. She's like, I don't care what you do, just do not tell anyone about this, because this is illegal. We can't have a pregnant 14-year-old. A 14-year-old getting pregnant is illegal, okay? If anyone finds out, if the authority finds out, or anyone, they're going to take my child away from me, and they're going to call it neglect. So you cannot tell anyone about this. You cannot even inform those persons that you work with. Like, you need to keep this on the down low. Like, she wasn't even supposed to go to the hospital, because now I have my head on the line. And yeah, she's like, you better not tell anyone, and you better not tell your fiance. Like, Solange has nothing to do with this, okay? Yeah, she's your fiance and you have a child with her, but you also have a child with me. So just know what you're doing, and that's it, okay? I will deal with this mess on my own. And so that's what she lets him know, and he's like, I need to go. And with that, Benjamin just left, just like that. And so he is off home, and as you can see, we have Solange who returned from her shopping expedition, and she went and she picked up her baby from Bentley's house, and she's giving her a bath. It's bath time, and you know bath time is always the best time for baby and mama, because they just get to bond, and it's just the sweetest thing, because your girl Jewell just loves to watch them bond, and it's like, just, oh my god, she's so cute. But it is pretty late right now, and we're gonna just put Rai into bed. Like, she has had a sugar rush, she's all up screaming, she slept a few times already at Bentley's house, so we need to like rock her to sleep and get her to just go down and have a rest. I need my baby to rest, so she's just calming her to sleep right now. Benjamin has finally arrived home. He took a long while. So after he went and visited Severine, of course, he would have come over to go to work. And so he went to work. It was just like really busy. He left work early. He didn't have any more surgeries to do. And as you can see, he needs to drink some water because he doesn't know what to do. He's just like, he had a heated discussion. Then work was busy. And it was just a whole lot of things that were taking place that time. So he's pretty white, okay? Or is it whipped white? I don't know. Okay, he's just tired. He is tired. And so he comes into the baby room, and he just decides, okay, I'm just gonna have a sat here because he needs to talk to her. And she's like, what's going on with you? And he's like, I need to tell you something. And she looks at him, and she is like, okay, you need to tell me what? He's like, I don't know how to say this, and like, I don't want your reaction to be something that's over the top, because it's not really that bad. It's just something that I just found out as well too, so you can't get angry with me. And she's like, you can't tell me how I'm gonna get angry with you, whether or not I'll get angry with you. Just blurt out what you gotta say, tell me what is going on, and then let me decide whether or not I'm gonna get angry with you. So he's like, Saul, you gotta promise me that you're gonna be chill about it. And she's like, Benjamin, Parker, if you don't say what you gotta say right now, I am walking out of this door. And he's just like, he breathes a sigh of relief, or more like a sigh of exasperation, and he's like, I have a daughter. And she's like, what? Like, yes, you have a daughter, her name is Araya. And he's like, no, her name is Elaine, and she's 14 and she's pregnant. And Solange is just like, who is Elaine? And he's like, Severine's and I daughter. And well, pretty much that brings the end of this episode, okay? Because Solange is not having that. Solange is not having that. If you guys saw the episode where Severine came over, Solange is not having that, okay? So you gotta stick around to see what happens in the next episodes and the following episodes to come, because our girl, she has reached her limit. So she took a bath, she's going to change into her nightwear, she's going to pamper herself a little bit because her fiancé, Benjamin Parker, just told her that he has a pregnant 14-year-old daughter. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and of course turn on your post notifications so you can be alerted every single time I post videos on this channel, and especially in this series. If you guys are enjoying this series, drop your comments in the comment section below and let me know that you are enjoying this series. And of course, you can hang out with me on my social media accounts. So until next time, I'll see you guys. Happy simming!
You cannot stop my drive, I command it. I just wanna make it right. I always put up a fight. I will never lose my sight. I know I need